Good afternoon. It is January 23, 2025. No, 2026. I've been saying, did I say 2025 before yesterday? It's 2026. I have to get used to this. And it's a Friday. Here in Sherbrooke, it is currently negative 11 degrees Celsius, 12 degrees Fahrenheit. However, it is quite windy. So it's got a real feel registered trademark of negative 22 degrees Celsius. Negative 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, not a huge fan of that, especially since I gotta go out to the grocery store at some point. I should probably do that soon. The sun this morning rose at 7:18 a.m. and it will set at 4:41 p.m. That's 9 hours and 23 minutes of sunlight. Still fed up with how early the sun is going down, but there's nothing I can do to control that. It's just reality. And I'm going to survive nonetheless. The days are still getting longer, though. So, what's going on today? I woke up at 1 o'clock p.m., which is later than I wanted to, but it just feels good to sleep in. And nothing was forcing me to get up earlier than that. Tomorrow I have to work a bit, just do some janitorial work, and then Sunday I have to do some janitorial work, but also there's an event at that music venue, and I'm going to be working at that event, so I need to, it's not going to be complicated, but I need to get prepared for that. My goal today is to cook and also to do some dishes. I haven't done dishes in like a week. Really dropped the ball on that. So yeah, I gotta get that done. But I want to go buy some sponges because the sponge that we have is pretty gross. I almost had a panic attack while I was in the shower because I've been doing a lot of avoidance because that's how I deal with stress, which is the worst way to deal with stress. At least for me, because yeah, it just ends up causing more stress. Because having a sort of panic attack, so I'm like, I've got about a month to find a roommate. Otherwise, my rent is going to double, which is fucking shitty. So, yeah, I gotta get on that. Fuck. Oh, so I'm so stressed out. But I just gotta get on it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna find a solution, you know. And like what I've been sort of like obsessing over is like, oh, you know, I think I might get into modular synthesizers. Which, if anybody knows about modular synthesizers, it's a profoundly expensive hobby. I'm like, yeah, but you know, I see some deals here and there. Yeah, it's not going to make me happy. It'd be really fun, but it's not going to make me happy, and is also definitely not going to help me with this. Potential for some financial precarity coming soon. So today I'm thinking about Father John Misty, and I was looking back at my older videos, and I realized that I've never talked about Father John Misty. I saw today on Reddit, Father John Misty shared a performance from 2017 of the song Total Entertainment Forever, which is not the song I want to talk about today. Still a great song worth checking out from his 2017? Yeah, 2017 album, Pure Comedy, which I think is his best album. I'm actually going to listen to his most recent one, Mahashimishan, whatever the hell it's called, from 2024, which apparently is very good. I haven't listened to it yet. His previous album, Chloe in the Next 20th Century, I did not enjoy. I did see him perform on that tour, and although I did not enjoy. I was thinking like maybe those songs are going to be more enjoyable live. It was very pretty, and his band was great as always, and there were some string and brass musicians as well. Maybe some reeds as well, but I don't know. It was very pretty and very well orchestrated, but the songs I found to be quite dull. But the other songs that he played were amazing. I've seen him twice, and both times he was and him and his band, I don't want to like say it's just him. His band is incredible as well, but it was fantastic performances. And he's coming back next spring, and I really feel like going to see him again. Anyway, I think Pure Comedy is his best album. It's sort of like the peak of. I mean, he's been moving away from this, obviously, I think, because he's been doing this for a while, but his first few records, he had this sort of semi-ironic, self-indulgent rock star persona, because a part of it was like, I think it's like actually how he was, but he would just sort of like amplify it and sort of make fun of himself, which like I totally understand. A lot of people don't like him, and definitely did not like him at that point because they found it to be really grating, which I totally understand. Like I was just re-listening to the song, actually Pure Comedy, which is the opening track from Pure Comedy, which is another track that I want to talk about today. And I'm like, this is such a beautiful song, but it's like, it is so like heavy-handed, and I can totally understand how it would be so obnoxious to a lot of people. But I really like it, and I think the lyrics are great, the songwriting is great. But no, the thing I want to talk about today is Bored in the USA, which is from his 2015 album, I Love You, Honey Bear, in which he sort of starts to talk about the sort of grander sort of reflections on humanity that he would push to their natural limit on Pure Comedy. But also fundamentally is an album about his relationship with his wife, which goes from some really sweet songs to also, I say one of his funniest songs is the night Josh Chillman came to our apartment, in which he just like lists off all these things that he finds annoying about his wife, which I think is really funny. But. And I think, like, you know, sort of like, I never thought about this parallel, actually, but Divers by Joanna Newsom, which came out the same year, 2015. Huh. I never thought about the parallels, but yeah, sort of a mixture between, like, I mean, no, they're very different albums, but the idea of, like, talking about like a relationship and, you know, a marriage, and how to sort of contend with that with some of like, how to contend with some of the greater questions and struggles about what it's like to be a human being in this world right now. Both of those albums do that in very different ways. But yeah, this song, Bored in the USA, it's a very pretty ballad, and despite, you know, having come out a little over a decade ago, it is still 100% topical. You know, just sort of like a little bit sarcastically, sort of, and definitely very like nihilistically describing like sort of what it's like to exist in the and like, I mean, at that point, like, then current America, but and just sort of like how banal it is, like how, I mean, we are like fucking hurtling towards destruction, but it's sort of like, it feels meaningless and boring at the same time. But I mean, some choice lyrics here. I love this here. This in the second verse. How many people rise and think, oh good, the stranger's body's still there. Our arrangement hasn't changed. Now I've got a lifetime to consider all the ways I grow more disappointing to you as my beauty warps and fades. And I suspect you feel the same. When I was young, I dreamt of a passionate obligation to a roommate. That's so good. And then after that it says, is this the part where I get all I ever wanted? Who said that? Can I get my money back? Um, so yeah, the song is really bleak, but also I find very funny. Uh, and about like halfway through the song, there's just a laugh track. I mean, maybe it's a little bit more than halfway through the song. Like just this laugh track starts with, which I think is just this like brilliant move, and it just continues on throughout the rest of the track, and it just fits perfectly. Uh, yeah, so definitely a highlight from that album. But the whole thing is is a fantastic. Um, but check out Pure Comedy as well. I mean, check out all this stuff. It's really great. But yeah, like I definitely don't blame people who find his personality grating, especially back then. Um, and yeah, so later today, I'm just hearing the wind outside. I'm just so unmotivated to leave the house. And I so desperately just want to go and buy modular synthesizer stuff, even though it's really fucking dumb. I'm probably going to do it anyway. I've got very poor impulse control. Oh yeah, it's cloudy as well. Cloudy and cold. Later today, just going to get, holy shit, colder and colder. Great. It's gonna snow at around 5 o'clock this evening. It's gonna be negative 12 degrees Celsius, 6 degrees Fahrenheit. Some wind still. The wind's not gonna let up, and then it's just steadily gonna get colder and colder. You know, going down to, yikes. Yeah, 10 p.m. we're finally going to go. It's just going to go steadily down, like, so negative 13, negative 15, negative 17, negative 19. So that is 5 degrees, 3 degrees, 0 degrees, negative 3 degrees. So we're going to go sub-zero in the Fahrenheit as well. But again, with just like a steady wind, like of 19 kilometers an hour, 12 miles an hour, but like gusts of like 35 kilometers an hour. That's 24 miles an hour. Oh no, it's 22 miles an hour. Sorry, we're going then to 39 kilometers an hour, 24 miles an hour, and yeah, just gonna continue until going on to negative 23 degrees Celsius. That is negative 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Still with a bunch of wind. 20 kilometers an hour of wind with gusts of 39 kilometers an hour. That's 13 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour for the gusts. So I think it would be wise to go now. Yeah, to go now to the grocery store. I don't even need that much stuff, but I could avoid it. But if I look at tomorrow, just to spoil it for myself a little bit, it's probably going to be real fucking cold tomorrow. Oh my god, it's going to be cold. Yep, it's going to be real cold tomorrow. God damn. Okay. In any case, there will be no beautiful blue skies, at least not in any visible form, or golden sunshine all along the way today for me, but I'm alive. I am awake, and I can figure this out. I'm going to survive, and that's it. Everyone, have a great day.